Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. We are back. I'm Mike. That is Nick.
Hello.
Nick, we had to take an extra week off, man. Summertime, you know how it is.
Yeah,
People on
women,
vacation.
bitches,
Yeah, that too. You're in therapy,
therapy.
So you
Yeah,
did before we took that break. You went to an online therapist,
yeah,
online on the line on the computer.
yep, yep.
So how'd it go talking to that bitch?
So the first week was cool. It was like I was letting everything out, getting everything off my chest and shit like that.
Oh, how many times have you done it?
Twice.
Okay.
Um, so I was like, all right, cool. This is cool. She was like, oh, we'll do this thing called CBT therapy. I don't know what it is. I think it was called that. She was gonna go into it and tell me what I could do. So I was like, oh, cool. So next week I'll be seeing something cool. So I sign on last Tuesday, and she goes, so what do you want to talk about? And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like, this isn't supposed to be a bitch fest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get better. I'm not trying to be there every week, like, oh, and then in the fifth grade, I had a whole bunch of ice cream and I shit myself. Like Chunk in fucking the Goonies, which you never saw, so I guess you don't get that.
I do.
Um,
I thought it really happened to you.
But that's not what I was there for. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there for a bitch fest. If I want to bitch to somebody, I'll call a trainer up or somebody. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Mike,
Right.
just listen to this shit, right?
And I'll mute you.
Exactly.
You pay attention.
So I was legitimately, I started telling her things, because I've been reading a lot. I've been reading this Eckhart Tolle book, The Power of Now, and he talks about the subconscious mind and fucking retraining your brain and focusing on the present and shit like that. I'm like over there telling her stuff about the fucking ego, this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like, I should be getting paid by you.
You.
So
Right.
I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore, and I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? I'm just doing things myself on my own at my own time, so
It
I'm
didn't
feeling
really
a lot
work.
better.
It
What?
didn't really work for you.
It didn't. It worked for the one week because it was a bitch fest. You know what I mean? And then like I don't know. And then
Yeah.
I stopped. Like after that, I felt like a little shitty after the first thing. And I just went upstairs and was hanging out with my sister-in-law, and we were just talking more about it. And then we just I felt better just talking to her more than the fucking therapist. You know what I mean? Like all you got to do is talk to people that you care about, your family and your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. If something's on your chest, you want to get it out. I think that's the easy way. Do you have to pay for this?
I did, yeah. It was so
Okay.
the first one was like 115 bucks, and then the next one was 80. Honestly, listen, my sister goes to one, and like the guy seems like he's really good. It's all hit or miss. It's like, you go to a doctor, one doctor sucks. But listen, I'm a firm believer in all this shit as you're here to get better. I'm gonna get you fucking better. If you do what I tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's the regimen. Let's fucking go. You're gonna do this now, all right? If you don't, then you're probably not gonna get fucking better. But I'm not gonna you could tell me, bitch to me one time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then after that, it's over. It's fucking time to get better.
See, that's the thing. I don't think any of these quacks know like what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no real set outline of what
Yeah.
to do if you're like struggling or something like whoever. Because a lot of people struggle. They have like sometimes depression, sometimes just mild.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just feel like in the blues like for a couple of days, and then so there's no like exact like blueprint for everybody, like a broad space,
Yeah.
because I think everybody's different. You just got to figure out. I think honestly, you got to figure out on your own, and
Yeah.
you got to be a mindset. You got to wake up with that mindset of
Hmm.
like, yo, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking gonna be fucking down today. I'm not gonna be mad at anything. Nobody's gonna bring me down.
Yeah.
I think that's how you have to have. You got to remember to have that mindset,
Yeah.
especially when you're about to go into the doldrums, which I like to call the blues, the doldrums. So when you're about to hit those doldrums, you're like, yo, it's all in your mind. You just like, yo, what the fuck? Why am I acting like a bitch?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. Why am I acting like a bitch? If you
Well,
say
yeah.
that to yourself 3 times every morning and you look at yourself in the mirror, you're not gonna be a bitch.
Right. There's a
That's
lot of
that's why
reasons though. There's a lot of reasons
I should
why
be a doctor.
you should be. Listen, a lot of I'm not a fucking therapist. I'm not a fucking psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. But what I've been learning is that say you're going out with somebody and they made you the happiest that you were ever in your life, right? Or say you were a professional fucking boxer, right? And you were the happiest you fucking ever were in your life, right? Now the girl breaks up with you. You're in the fucking dumps. right? You say no one's ever gonna make me as happy as that. You start shitting the bed in boxing, right? You
Yeah.
fucking say, oh, I can never have a fucking life like this again. I'm gonna fucking be like, this is it for me. That was my life, boxing. Here's what I've been fucking realizing. When people say, "Oh, you got to be happy with yourself" and all that stuff, right? But they don't follow up on anything. A lot of people put generalized statements. If you can't love some yourself, you can't love somebody else properly. Like this is what I fucking realized. If somebody you're going out with made you feel the best that you've ever felt in your life,
Uh-huh.
they didn't make you feel that way. They brought something out of you that is already fucking there.
Okay, that
Okay?
makes sense.
So, because they're not giving you something, but they're bringing this something out of you that's just like, oh my God, I've never felt this fucking good, which means it's inside of you. That's what they're talking about. And I watched this video before, right? I'm gonna kind of like, I might fuck it up, but it was this thing where it was like, there was three genies or something like that, and they said, oh, let's hide happiness from humans, right? Or something like that. Well, so one genie's like, "Oh, let's hide happiness on top of a mountain, and they'll never find it up there." And the genie goes, "No, that's not true. We gave them strength and abilities to do this, so they'll definitely find it." The other fucking guy goes, the other genie goes, "Oh, let's put it on the moon," and the genies go, no, we can't do that because we gave them intellect, the humans' intellect and ego, so they're gonna find a way to get up on the moon. And the third genie goes, let's hide happiness inside of them. And all their lives, they're gonna be searching outside of themselves to find happiness, and they're never gonna fucking find it.
Because it's
It's
within.
it's really inside of you. It is because if you
Yeah.
can even think of a moment back in the day where say you were with a girl or you did something so fucking much fun that you were like, oh, I remember how that made me fucking feel.
Yeah.
So you have to.
That's Atlantic City for me, by the way.
All right, that's great.
No.
So like, if you ever feel it in the dumps, just think of Atlantic City and you're fucking just lit up. And
Or
then you have to put the gratitude into it. Like, I am so grateful that I feel fucking so good like that. And then it just, dude, everybody who's fucking the fucking rich people, the famous people, all they do, what do they say? Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. The fucking truth, man. It's the truth. Just be grateful for everything, dude. You can look around at a million things right now and be like, oh my God, deodorant. I'm so grateful for this right now. Dude, 100 years ago, we didn't have a hot shower to fucking take, dude. We turn that water on. If it's a little cold, we cry like bitches,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You should turn that water on, dude, and be like, oh, you brush your teeth with water and
Oh,
toothpaste. We have everything at our fucking disposal. You should be
yes.
thanking fucking
We should all be happy.
stars. What?
We should all be happy. Listen,
You'll all be happy, dude.
I'm grateful for a couple of beers. They
Yeah.
make me feel better
Yeah.
instantly when I
Instantly. Instantly,
Instantly.
I realized too, man. You could be like, you're out and you're antisocial. You have like a sip one. You're like, let's go.
like what you're right there. You're like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm
Yep.
around my friends, I'm talking, I'm happy. Like, yeah. It's like you can't just go overboard where you have beer number 16, 17,
Yeah.
and you just sloppy drunk and you just
Yeah.
fall over the place and you're peeing on yourself. So it's
Right.
got to be some kind of like middle ground there.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, like you got to be grateful for. I think more people should be grateful for a lot of shit they have in this world.
Yeah.
And you can't be like, yeah, like I said, it's all like a mindset. You got to like almost try to trick your brain or rewire your brain
That's it.
into being how you want to be, because
Yeah.
obviously a lot of people like they want to be or they want to act a certain way, they want to feel a certain way.
Yeah.
I think you can, I think you can obviously get there. Like, listen, I don't let anybody bring me down, like, you know family members, friends.
What
What?
about Bruce? What about Bruce? Would you ever let Bruce bring you down?
Bruce? Well, he's dead now, so
Don't bring me down,
you
Bruce.
talk about Bruce Springsteen.
No, you know that you don't know that
I
song?
have no idea what
You
that's
don't know that song?
first.
Don't bring me down.
No, first I went through like I was thinking Bruce McAllister. Is that who he's talking about? Then I'm like, no, it can't be like Bruce Springsteen. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know that fucking song.
Yeah, don't let anybody bring you down. You're right, though.
That's the way. I mean, that's the motto. Just don't
Do it
be a
when it
bitch.
crushes. Do it
Yeah,
when it crushes. Don't be a bitch.
do it when it crushes and don't be a bitch. That's it.
That's about it. All right, that's our podcast.
Yeah. All right, we out now. Nah, there's some shit going on, bro. Let's just go right into it. How because we're still kind of talking about people's mindset and how they very grateful for all the shit they have.
Yeah.
Yo, remember like back in the day when COVID hit, after the government said to businesses and companies that they have forgivable loans up to like a certain amount of money,
Yes.
you know? So basically, like I know companies that took advantage of that. Basically, that money was supposed to go to the company to pay
Yeah.
for the employees,
Yeah.
right? To basically pay employee salaries
Yeah.
so they wouldn't get affected.
Yeah.
A lot of companies, a lot of business people, they obviously didn't do that. You know what I mean? They kind of cheated in a way.
Yeah.
Let's just say for that. And a company that I used to work for, I'm not going to name the company. I don't work
Hmm.
there anymore, but a former company I know got a certain amount, probably I would say close to 2 million or whatever it was.
What?
That's a small business loan to pay for,
Oh my God.
people's salaries and then some, to help them out during a tough time. But instead, we got a new parking lot. We got a new, you know what I mean? He
Yeah.
pretty much like upgraded the building
Yeah.
and other things, and that money didn't go to the employees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, granted, like, and the fact that like my business, like we were considered essential workers.
Yeah.
So we worked during a fucking pandemic
Yeah.
when everybody's wearing their fucking diapers around their mask, all that shit. We were out there, we were in the streets, and you
Yeah.
know how we feel about COVID. It was just a big fucking scam. But anyway, speaking of scams, so these fucking people, Paul Pelosi, right? Nancy Pelosi's husband. Everybody
Okay.
knows Nancy Pelosi. Um, that fucking cunt. Part of my French. So they're called PPP loans, and basically, her husband took out two loans, right? One for 711,000, and the other one for just under $1 million. And
Okay.
guess what?
What?
Both were just forgiven because all those loans just get forgiven. It doesn't it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
It's your money.
Yeah.
Basically, it's your money. So this fucking rich fuck, meanwhile, he's has hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank, right? This family is very wealthy. Didn't need to do that. Didn't need to
Right.
take advantage of that when it should have gone to fucking people.
Outrage Studios, me and my cousin's place that needed to stay alive.
Yes, outrage students. Yes, you could have sent the money there.
But we couldn't get it because it was too late. Everybody fucking
They scooped that shit up, right?
scooped it up.
That's what I mean. These people, they knew and they took advantage of it. They took advantage of the American people. When I tell you that COVID, the whole thing was a scam. My thing, it should have been every household family should have got a certain check for a certain amount of money, say a few $100,000. If you went like, I think the number was like everybody in the United States, like family wise, could have got like this outrageous amount. I think it was like 700,000 or some crazy shit, right? I think we talked about it. Every family household could have got that, but instead they rather give it to like all these fucking businesses, corporations, and that it's just a fucking scam. That's really like all it is.
Hmm.
So fuck these people, man. Fuck the Pelosi's for fucking taking advantage, and it's just all those kind of people, all those rich fucks. That's what they do, man.
Man,
It's, it's
you're really bringing stuff up from a few years ago, huh,
but
Mike?
it's we need a well, this just came out. This is a
Oh.
revolution. They just
Oh.
they just came out like pretty much confirming it. And it's just wrong. It's just really wrong on like so many levels. I get it, like, a small company like the how mine used to be. I get why they did it. I get why they took the money
Yeah.
and use that money for something else. But the whole thing is it's supposed to go to the employees. So obviously when the employees found out, we were all fucking pissed about it
Yeah.
because we knew, but what are we gonna do? We still worked, we still got a paycheck, but we should have got more. Consider
Right.
we're putting our lives at risk.
Right.
So and so going out in the earth with a fucking diaper on our fucking chin that didn't do a fucking goddamn thing except to make you look fucking stupid.
Sounds
Ugh.
like Mike has a vendetta against a lot of people. He's an angry one. He's an angry guy. It seems like he does. He said he doesn't let anybody bring him down, but
Well, that's for podcast purposes only to get my rage out. This is my therapy. Talking to you on the podcast, on the Mixed Up podcast. Like
yeah,
and subscribe.
that's right.
That's how it lets it all out. But these people, man, we're just surrounded by like all these fucking assholes, right? All this evilness, and I think that's why a lot of people have depression and shit going on because they have to deal with like the real world out there, and the real world fucking sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try to like live in like your little bubble, like I do, where there's fucking Care Bears and Smurfs and shooting out love people, out of your chest and
Oh,
love
yeah.
around and fucking like, it's just like everything's in La La Land in my brain.
Hmm.
You could try that, but eventually some people are gonna pop that bubble and get in and try to fucking rattle you up. Yeah, you just gotta fucking fight them off, man. And you're gonna read about it, you're gonna hear about it on social media, fucking crazy shit like meteors fucking hitting, going through my my fucking my atmosphere while I'm in the pool,
My
and a loud
atmosphere.
bang happens.
Wow, you heard that?
Yeah, like a couple weekends ago, I was in my pool at night, and dude, like a bang came in, like bang, like I thought it was an M80 at first, and then I noticed people like lights out coming outside in their backyard, and they were like, "Yo, do you see that? Fucking shit came out this fucking sky,"
What
and
was it?
nobody could confirm it or anything because I didn't see anything on the news, but I did
Hmm.
see a bunch of shit on the Ring app where
Yeah.
people, what the fuck was that? Did you see that? So that's where you get a lot of your information now. Is this fucking Ring app? You get a lot of your neighbors. It's like neighborhood watch. You get people like just like, oh, did you see that? This motherfucker, you stealing my fucking garbage. He's trying to fucking break into my car. You hear everything,
Yeah.
everything you can imagine. And then there's like jokers on there and shit, that they're like when the thunder and lightning storm was on like a couple days ago, and they were like, "What was that boom?" And then one person's like, "It's thunder, you idiot!" Like, just shit like that. So there are fucking some characters on it, but you definitely find a lot of crazy. When shit goes down, just check your Ring app.
I don't have the Ring app.
Oh, dude, and people in your neighborhood, will be talking about it like that, bro. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it is pretty cool to have. It's just, like I said, it's neighborhood watch, just
Right.
on online. That's what it is.
Well,
Well, fuck
that's
the Pelosi's, fuck them.
man, just let it go, man. It's not good
I
to say
guess.
things like that, you know?
I guess you're right, but fuck them. They're evil.
It
They're
it
the
doesn't
devil.
matter though.
They're
So
the
all
evil.
that's doing is just putting more negativity out in the world though, Mike.
Yeah, that's true. Well, all right. I'll switch it up then. I got a funny story that I seen on Instagram.
Let's hear it.
I don't know. Maybe you should look it up. You ever seen that show, The Scare Tactics,
Yeah.
where they prank people?
Yeah.
So there was this gay guy. Not that there's anything wrong with him, but he was the most funniest dude on there. You've probably seen it. I'll describe it. So the guy's like telling this fucking gay guy to come in. You gotta like we're doing science experiments in there and shit like that. So they have a bunch of like science goes on, and you hear things, and you hear fucking animals in cages and shit like that. What is that? Is that you?
No.
The fuck is that?
That's your fucking your drafting.
Nah, my draft was done a while ago, but anyway, sorry. So get back to the thing. So the scientist brings him in, there's fucking animals and they're barking, and it's like, oh, we're doing like these crazy experiments. And then this fucking like you hear a growl, and then all of a sudden, like this, he opens up the cage and he sees this like it was a little midget dressed up as like a little
Yeah, I saw
animal.
that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, and he runs out, and he's like, "No, come back. What did you see? What did you see?" He's like, it's a crazy monster, man. Looks like a demon, right? Yo, I'm fucking in tears. I'm fucking crying. And then the guy, like the little fucking midget, breaks out of the cage and he's
Yeah.
running in the middle of the room and he just drops everything. And the gay guy's running. You know how like gay guys run?
Yeah.
They just their hands just fucking flop over the fucking their hands for some reason. I don't know why it is, but I mean it's for 99% gay people. So I'm not stereotyping you guys. When you guys run, you just your arms are just up in the air. Like you don't run like this. You just run where your like arms are. It's weird. It's like a monkey when a monkey runs. Not that
That's
there's
it.
anything wrong with that,
We
but
can't cancel. We're getting canceled.
it's no doubt about it. But it's just funny the way you guys do it. And then, I see them running, and that's just so funny too. And the whole thing is just great. The scare tactics is fantastic. There was another one, I seen this all on Instagram. Some dude was like an Uber driver, two girls hop in the back seat, and then the guy just starts talking to himself in the front seat. And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." They're like looking at each other. Then he pulls out a gun, right?
Oh shit.
And he shoots the fake air gun, and you see the blood just shoot up against the
Oh
window. Like,
no.
hysterical. I'm like, "Yo, that's the
Oh
craziest
no.
fucking prank I've ever seen," and I'm fucking sitting there laughing like, "Holy shit!"
Yo.
Because he was talking all this wild shit like right before that happened,
Yeah.
and just freaking out. Like, oh, dude, it's fantastic, man. You got to watch Scare Tactics. Scare Tactics was like a show on a long time ago, but that shit was fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Now what are we talking about?
How about AI? What I've been sending you recently.
Oh my God.
Yo, AI is just really like crept up. Like it had really exploded. We've been talking about it for a couple months now.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting wilder and wilder. And now like Grok, I have the Grok app on my
Yeah.
phone, and basically, you could take your regular, say, a picture you have from like, could be how, it doesn't matter how old it is. It could be from the 1940s, whatever, until recently. You download the fucking picture on the Grok. Within like
Mhm.
fucking 30 seconds, the picture comes to life.
Yeah.
You can make it fun. You can animate it. You can make hug. You can make them kiss. Whatever you fight.
Yeah.
You can make them do like whatever you want.
Right.
And it's
Oh,
just,
you tell them what you want them to do.
you can, but sometimes you don't. Like
Oh,
sometimes if you don't just put it like normally, it'll just
yeah.
make up whatever they wanted. That's pretty
Gotcha.
funny too because you don't know what to expect. But
Yeah.
I learned after the fact that you could actually manipulate it and change what you want them to do.
Gotcha.
And it's really like
Gotcha.
it's spooky. It's spooky. I know the one. So I have a picture of me, like I took a selfie like in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
And this is a couple years ago. It was the craziest fucking picture. So when I'm looking at the picture, like my face, my normal face, the first guy you see, right? Not the one in the mirror. The first guy
Yeah.
is me. I have my normal face on. I'm looking handsome, sharp as ever. But if you look in the mirror, my reflection, it wasn't my reflection. I'm totally making, I mean, it was me, but I'm totally making like a different facial expression. I wasn't laughing. Like that was just so fucking crazy. So I immediately thought to go on, put that on the Grok app to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And of course, when I did the Grok app, that motherfucker looks like a completely different version
Hmm.
of myself. And he's just doing some shit when he's like, and he's like, yo, it was wild. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, this is some fucking scary shit. But then you can make others fun. Like I did a fun one with me and Miguel Plywood when we were at the Knicks game. All of a sudden, like we'd like dancing and then we high five each other like closely. Like it was so gay. But not that there's anything wrong with that. But it was just funny. And then I did it with like you guys at the NFL draft. I did it, of course, with Malarzik. Had to do, funny with Jules. When Jules giving the thumbs up, now I did
Hmm.
a live version of that, and it just looks like he's whacking.
That's cool. That's funny.
Oh yeah, it's dude, it's really like, and it's coming like every day something new with AI is happening, and
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't think people are gonna be ready for it. Sorry, Malarzik actually called me as we,
Put them on.
no, definitely not. Um, well, yeah, so yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Have you tried downloading Grok and making your pictures come to life?
No.
You do it; it gets addicting.
No.
What, you
I'm not
scared?
doing it. I'm
Are you
not doing
scared?
it because no, I'm just like no, I'm not giving into AI like that.
No, you might as well do it now because eventually everything's going to be AI. You just might as well dive in right now and start
Yeah.
learning. You're not going to be living in the woods with a bunch of squirrels because you're afraid of AI. It's here, man. It's fucking here. And
It
then
is here. I know it's here.
it's fucking here. We got nothing. I mean, got nothing to lose, man. AI is coming. The AI robots is eventually going to go to ancestry.com, steal your DNA, create body doubles of you, take your normal self out, and then those weird people looking people in the mirror are going to fucking take over your. It's just going to be a fucking house of robots. Nobody be real. It'll just be all fucking dumb robots. And that's our future. Our future is just a bunch of dumb fucking robots.
Mike, I want to take your picture of you, the mirror picture, and
Yeah.
give it to somebody to analyze so they could prove it false because I don't
Yeah.
believe you. I don't believe that picture.
I mean, how?
I don't
Listen,
know, but I
I
don't
don't
believe it.
I don't even know how to fucking Photoshop. If
Yeah.
I tried to Photoshop, you would see a big block of my head on my body,
Yeah.
and it would just look fucking like it would look like a kid fucking.
I don't fucking believe that to be real because if it was real,
Yeah.
if that was like a picture that I did and I was like, I'd be showing everybody that I would never be able to sleep because I'd be like, I need to figure out
Dude.
how this happened. I need to
Dude,
figure this out.
dude, you know how many pictures I took in that exact same spot to try to get it to happen again? Dude, I was nuts. I was nuts. I took about 200 pictures and I fucking deleted them all because I kept going through them. Up, nope, nope, that's me, that's me. That one time, that how remember the day I fucking sent it? The day I took it, I sent it to you. I sent it to Eugene. I sent it to everybody. I sent it to Blah. I was like, hey, who's that guy? And I sent it to everybody. And like, yeah, you don't believe me? Nobody
No,
fucking parent believes me.
I don't believe it.
I'm not a master at fucking Photoshop.
I don't believe it.
How does that fucking happen then? How
I
does
don't
that
know.
happen? And then how does the AI picture make it look like a completely different person? What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck that is.
How, I'm looking at the picture right now. How is it possible?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's a dude, it's an iPhone.
It's not you, Mike.
That's
I
what
mean,
I
I mean,
said.
no, I mean, it's fake. You made it.
How?
I don't know. You're the one who made it. You tell
I
me.
just all I did was take a picture of myself in the fucking mirror. How did
Look,
I
I could tell you're not even wearing the same bracelets. You piece of shit.
I'm wearing the same
No,
fucking
you're not. You fucking there's a white bracelet on in the picture, and in the mirror it's not there.
hold on, I didn't even notice that.
Oh no, it is there.
It is there. Yeah, it is there.
I still don't believe that. I still don't believe it.
My shirt's coming the same shirt as my reflection. So it's the opposite. It's the opposite side of my chest. So that's right. My hat looks like it's fine. It's my facial expression.
Why were you taking that picture, number one, Mike?
Why was I?
Why were you taking a selfie with you in the mirror?
Something to do with the Giants. I think I was trying to take a picture with my Giants cutoff shirt.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
Look at the pixelization. Nah, this is a fake picture, Mike.
Dude, look at my book bag. My book bag's the exact same thing. I'm looking at it now too. I'm now watching the fucking video. That's fucking scary.
Fake news.
Dude,
Fake news. It's
dude,
fake news.
everything. No, dude, look at it. Look at my arm. Look at my arm on the book bag. Everything's exactly where it should be, except for my facial expression.
Yo, it's insane that the mirror fucking video did became exactly a mirror. How the fuck did it know to do that?
I didn't know. I don't know. Let me watch it again. Holy shit. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yo, look at the end. I think the guy's looking at me when I'm looking down. The very end. Try to pause it.
Oh, he is looking at you. That's because you're yeah. He's like, I got to make sure I do exactly what he's doing.
Dude, what the fuck? Like I'm looking down, right?
Yeah,
And this guy's looking at me.
yeah.
Yo, AI is crazy, bro. But I'm telling you that how's that picture possible, man?
Mm.
How's that picture possible? It was just one of these freak things. So I don't know. I was freaked out. I'm still freaked out about it. So if anybody that's listening, if you catch me in person, you want to see the picture that me and Nick are talking about, I'm not going to post it because it's fucking crazy. But
Yeah,
if you see me in person, or just text me, I'll fucking text it to you. It's just, I don't know. It's fucking strange. It's strange.
it's very strange.
Yeah. But yeah, with AI too, man, I mean, I don't know. And I said you a bunch of others with me doing stupid shit and so yeah, it's AI is crazy, man. AI
AI is
crazy.
crazy. It's
And
part
then
of life, though. No,
yeah, that's it. You gotta get used to it. Otherwise,
mm,
you'd be living in the woods with a bunch of squirrels.
it's true.
And finally, Trump, President Trump had a meeting with Zelensky and Putin,
Okay.
getting those peace deal done, so we don't have to hear about this fucking Ukraine Russian war
Oh,
anymore.
really? Really? It's really happening.
Yeah, he had that motherfucker Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, dressed up in a suit.
Oh, wow.
Usually that motherfucker shows up in like a tracksuit and jogging pants, like he's on the Sopranos or something.
Right.
And then he had a suit on, meeting with these guys. Like, don't forget, war is a moneymaker. So Zelensky and Putin probably don't want this war to end because it just means more money for them, really. They don't care about citizens being killed, allegedly.
Mm.
You know what I mean? War's a moneymaker for everybody. That's why our country has been in wars before. But President Trump, when he was first president years ago, he didn't have a war on his watch. You know what I mean? So I know people don't like them or want to go against them because they hear about all the crazy shit on the news, but the news lies to you. You gotta be, you gotta make judgment for yourself. You know what I mean? And yeah, I know that everybody's
Judgment free
making a
zone.
big deal about ICE. And listen, I don't want ICE grabbing any of my friends that are just hardworking people trying to do their thing. I want ICE to go after the evil people, the gangs,
The
the ones that
baddies.
rape, the
The
baddies,
baddies.
the badasses. That's what you want. So if there's, I mean, I don't know, there's some stories coming out where that's not exactly true. They're showing up to like Home Depot to get guys, but I don't know how accurate because you're hearing this on the mainstream media,
Yeah.
and the news just lies to us. So I don't know like what to really believe, but a lot of people self-deported so they could come back the right way.
No
You know what
shit.
I mean? Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
dope.
yeah, so it's like so the people that because don't forget we have a lot of immigrants that are already here from a lot of other countries that did it the right way,
Right.
and they're mad too that these motherfuckers are just crossing over the border and fucking all of a sudden just working. Like they had like one immigrant that was driving a tractor trailer, and I think somewhere in Florida, he got his like license in California, and first of all, if he's illegal. And he's driving this tractor trailer, and he just decides. I don't know how he gets a commercial license. He gets a commercial license out in California because Gavin Newsom don't care about American safety. This motherfucker just started doing a U-turn in the middle of the fucking highway. A fucking minivan crashes right in the fucking thing, kills three fucking people.
That's
The
fucked up.
dude should have been deported a while ago, but he didn't want to go back to India because he said he was scared to go
Mm.
back there. So, and now like, because obviously, you shouldn't have fucking got the commercial license either because you're illegal. Now you're fucking, now you kill somebody. So
It's terrible.
it's a lot of shit with that. So I don't know. I just say if you're a supporter, if you're not a supporter, don't fight with the other side. It's Democrats, Republicans. It doesn't fucking matter because they don't care. They don't really care about you in the long run. So don't fucking start a fight with somebody else that don't have the same political beliefs as you do. It's stupid and it's a waste of time. Right? It really is.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, let's talk about this weekend, man. You went away. I had a show on Friday. It was badass. Went to a barbecue on Saturday. Went to go see my friend's band on Saturday. Great day, wonderful night. Well, how was your weekend?
Mine was good. How was yours?
You don't want to talk about your weekend.
I you know, I love the weekend. I love his songs.
We'll talk about it afterwards, I
You know
guess,
what I'm
huh?
saying? So
Me
yeah.
and Mikey will talk about it off the air. You guys can't hear.
Guys can't hear it. So yeah, you had a
I
good
like that. Let's end
yeah,
this podcast now because I want to hear about this.
yeah, you had the show. No, it's nothing. It's nothing. You
Oh,
had the it's nothing crazy. You had the show,
yeah.
so it was good.
It's a good show on Friday. Yeah. Had
Okay.
a really good time. Well, a good amount of people. I think we did pretty good. We actually have fans, like legit fans. This guy and this girl saw us open for Nirvana, the Nirvana tribute band at
Oh yeah, yeah.
Silk Factory, right?
Oh okay.
Then they came to see Nirvana at Yonkers Brewery, and we were talking to these guys, and then they came to see us. They're from Poughkeepsie. They came to fucking see us in Dobbs Ferry the other day, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
that's
guy
fucking
Walter and his
awesome.
girlfriend Maria, man, and then they're hanging out all night. We're talking to him. I'm talking all well, dude. Kid was originally from Yonkers, like Lake Avenue kind of shit, you know.
Okay.
And
What was
then
his
he
name? You know?
Walter
Walter.
McKnight. Yeah, he's my age. He's like exactly like he's like 41, and really fucking cool kid. And then he moved up.
Up the
He
line.
lives like in Poughkeepsie or whatever. And there was something else that like we we had a lot of things weirdly in common. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, he was a really nice cool kid, and it just felt good to have like people that were actually our fans, other than like
Your friends.
obviously your friends and stuff like that come, but like those
Yeah.
are legit fans of us.
Yeah, right. That's fucking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, just keep putting fucking more music out. Hit up like the you know, like you say, like
mhm.
iTunes and all that shit.
Yeah,
Keep doing it like that for sure.
hell yeah.
And don't
Yeah.
forget, you got the t-shirt company. You know,
Yeah.
Monkey Boy.
No, I know. I gotta get back once. during the fall is when the Monkey Boy and all the t-shirts are going to start back up again. You know what I mean? Like when
Okay.
I'm coming home from work and stuff like that, I'm getting out and about. You know, I'm playing fucking pickleball and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
I can't bury myself indoors right now. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice out. It's summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, obviously. All right. So we'll wrap it up. Happy birthday to me, by the
Happy
way.
birthday to Mike.
29 again. You know what it is.
Yeah.
And see you next year when I'm 30. It's gonna be crazy, crazy nice. But yeah, on the next podcast. Talk to you.
Peace.